Hi, welcome to Farm Talk Friday. It is April 19th, 2024. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna.
Hey, baby.
Hello, honey. She came straight from the fields and still looks beautiful as ever.
Oh, that's very sweet. And a little flushed.
Yeah. So, still hot and dry here, waiting for the first rains. Well, I mean, we've had a couple of sporadic rains, but not the real rains. We're coming to you live from Costa Rica. It's where we moved to about 8 years ago. We moved from Los Angeles. I used to be in a band called the Crystal Method. My wife has an amazing nonprofit called Greenwave. Check her out at greenwave.eco and try to get involved, not just check it out.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you know.
And the Crystal Method's on tour with Rabbit in the Moon. It's the Crystal Rabbit Tour.
Well, I don't know if they're calling it that, but we are.
Yeah, no, I saw one of them post Crystal Rabbit somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think that's an official thing. But
Yeah.
Just...
And if you want to join us seeing their show, we're going to go on June 7th.
In Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Super excited about that. Also, coming up, I don't know if you can tell I haven't really shaved, but that's because I'm waiting to shave on tomorrow night because I've got a triathlon coming up this Sunday here in Costa Rica, Playa del Coco. It's the first of the championship series. It's first in the series that Costa Rica has for triathlons. Super excited about that. I don't know if my knee is, but we'll see how it goes. Also super excited about Frody Fest season. We're getting very close to Frody Fest 7. Have we posted the trailer everywhere?
No,
Okay.
we haven't.
We're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Posting it everywhere.
Well, we were
including
supposed to have a movie night where we were going to
debut
it, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
It's all coming together.
it's all coming together. Yeah, but it's a very cute trailer. It features us, but also Scratch.
Also, our other cat, Scratch. Frody Fest is honoring our
Our belated,
dearly departed cat, Frody.
but also an opportunity for the community to come together and talk about the big taboo, which is death.
Yes.
So it's my offering as a death doula, my annual offering that I like to do for the community, and it's fun and playful.
That's right.
So death doesn't have to be scary; it can be cute and silly too.
Just look at the trailers and you'll know.
That's right. Take it very lightly here.
We've got a new interesting fruit to show you. This was growing right around the corner.
Sorry.
That's okay. It was not an earthquake, but we just had one.
Yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not playing footsie with Ken either. I just switched my leg position and kicked the light.
This is apparently a granadilla, not a grenadilla.
Which are smaller. So
Granadilla.
granadilla would be what for English speakers?
I don't know.
Well, grenadillas are like a passion fruit. And so this is like a giant passion fruit. Although we haven't tried it yet. I hear that they're not as sweet.
But maracuya is the passion fruit, and grenadilla is the...
But grenadillas in the same family.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but there is no
Yeah.
no translation for grenadilla.
Yeah.
But it is super close to a passion fruit, but grenadillas are sweeter. Passion fruit tart. And then this is supposed to be not as flavorful. We're going to tell you next week on Farm Talk Friday. Somebody remind us to give you the report. But a neighbor gave this to us, and we actually have 2 of these vines on our property. There's a guy that he's typically at the Friday market here. That's over in town, and he also has a vivero, like a nursery. And sometime last year, I just felt like he was really pushing these. I don't know if he had a lot of them, but I got 2 of them, and then after the fact, some people were like, "Oh yeah, those are not so great." But it is diversity, and we're excited to try it. And even if it's not as delicious as grenadillas or passion fruit, then I'm sure there's some value to it. It's here, and it's beautiful and big and looks fun. So.
And we'd like to give a belated happy birthday shout out to our good friend Simon.
Solar Simon,
Solar
Jaguar
Simon.
Salmon, Simon.
Yeah.
Maybe jaguars do like salmon. I don't know.
Okay, what else is happening, honey?
Okay, so on my list, I just wanted to kind of give a report of, what's been done this week. And so I was actually just out right now trimming one of our trees. I actually think you can kind of see it in the background. I think so. I think this is always weird. Okay, yeah, I think it's that one. Mm-hmm. So that is a tree, and I have not been telling Ken or bringing attention to it for him for a couple years now because I didn't want him to, that's an avocado.
Yeah.
It's doing really good, and I didn't want Ken being like, "Oh, I hope it makes it." So,
any avocados on there?
Honey, it's young.
Okay.
But it's doing really well.
It's gonna be our
I
champion.
need you to be the most positive ever because
Yeah.
it's doing really well, this avocado tree. But it's actually, so it is young, but it is like getting, not, it's not like too big, but it can get like really big really fast. And I was worried that if we went through this next rainy season, it would become way too big. And because the avocado trees have been so difficult for us, we've lost so many. We actually have 3 right now that are healthy and doing good. That's our biggest one, this one back here. But I trimmed it now because we're expecting rains, usually May 1st, like a faucet gets turned on, and I wanted to give it about 2 weeks to kind of cauterize in the sun, like the cuts that I just made, like that's what I was just doing before Farm Talk Friday, was trimming that tree. So I wanted to cut the very top of it, and there was like a bird's nest. I couldn't tell if it was abandoned or not, so I cut the points around that and made sure that it still had, enough shade hitting it, because obviously like the birds don't want other predatory birds knowing that they have a nest right there. So if it wasn't abandoned, I took the best care that I could to make sure that nest still looks like it's protected. So anyway, so there's been some trimmings of trees. The peanut butter fruit tree got a trim today as well, again.
Yeah. And if you can't tell by that conversation, we've had bad luck with avocados, but this is the one that's going to pull us through to victory.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Or
you can see both of our chicken tractors. Rarely can you see both. There's the big one, there's the small one. Our girls are happily laying eggs, probably right now, the best tasting eggs in the world.
They are super good.
As voted on by us.
Yeah. Well, anybody that has chickens says it cannot compare to the ones that you buy in the store. So anyways, it's a worthy effort, but it is a lot of effort. But anyways, peanut butter tree got a cut today as well. We want our trees here in our food forest to some of them have gotten out of control, and then when you top them, if you don't get them at a certain sweet spot so that they start to grow out, then you risk them really revolting or dying if you top them too much. So it's like this sensitive thing, and it's not like I've been doing this all my life, but I'm really careful about like what we're cutting. And so the peanut butter fruit tree, we have another one growing. We have lots more in the nursery. So hopefully this one, I think it's a pretty resilient tree. I think it's gonna do okay. Just wanted to say hi to Carly, who just popped on. But yeah, anyway, so things have been getting haircuts this week, so that's super productive. And then but I've noticed two things. At the beginning of the week, I was starting to get really worried about some of our trees that had yellow leaves. I'm like, oh no, it's too hot for you guys. I'm so sorry, it's scary. And and then I have like, these different, not conversations in my head, but like knowings. It's like I know that like as soon as the rains come, most of the things are regenerating very fast. And so, sometimes I think like, oh, they're probably like, hey girl, I got this. Like, leave me alone. This is just my process. Sometimes we yellow. Like sometimes our skin has like dead skin and we just, like need to refresh it by using a towel or some salt or coffee grounds or sugar. Anyways, so the yellowing was happening at the beginning of the week. This is all really good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and then
I'm just so glad that the trees are on such a good, friendly basis with you. They say, "Hey, girl."
Hey, girl, I got this. Don't worry about me. Don't put your human projections on me. So, anyway, so I'm like worrying about them all like at the beginning of the week, and then I swear, just like yesterday, today's Friday, of course, it's Farm Talk Friday. I think Wednesday, I don't know what happened, if it rained somewhere else in the country, but like that water like is connected to our waters. But there's like this one pathway that I'm pretty sure has some sort of kind of like underground river that runs through it. And I won't get into like why I think that or my theory, but let's just say my theory is right. This theory is it rained somewhere, water came down because it has not been raining for weeks and it's been so hot. And all of a sudden I've already started to see new leaf growth in the trees that are kind of on that path of where I think an underground river is. So that's been really helpful. And, also it, maybe that was the trees saying, see, I got this. Don't worry. Okay, so other shout outs. I wanted to give a shout out to our cacao. Cacao are the chocolate trees.
They're one of our most frequent viewers also.
Yeah, so the cacao trees that we have, there's a whole bunch that we kind of inherited. Like we bought some extra land because it was meant to be communal. It's the whole story and not that important, but we got all these cacao trees and not that like we wanted to be mean and deprive them of water, but we also just were not prepared to hook up new lines. By the time that we inherited them, we're like, oh, it's almost summer and this would be a big job. And okay, team, because I cheerlead and I team talk to the plants here. I'm like, okay, come on, you got to be strong. If you want to survive here, you got to make it through this summer. Let's see how you do. Come on, let's do it. And those cacao trees, they've really shown up. Like we planted last year, like a whole bunch of trees to like shade them. And I tell you, like you cannot plant trees quick enough to do that. In theory, it's like this tree grows really fast and this one, we planted all the trees that we could that should have grown in theory to help shade the cacao. And they're all shorter than these trees that are about like my size, like over, about like 5 foot something, right? And anyway, they've done really well, so they deserve a shout out. Good job, Team Cacao. You're doing great. Another shout out to I call her my cousin, Lindsay Renner. She's also Wailaki. And she just had a Forbes article come out about her and her company, Native Humboldt. So she is a grower up in the north, and she was a willing participant in the early days of the permaculture pinup, and she was one of our interview models. So just wanted to give her a shout out. Yay, Forbes!
Where can you find the permaculture pinups?
Well, we have a website, permaculturepinup.org, and then we also have a Facebook page, obviously accessible from that website too, but you can just type in @permaculturepinup. And I think in a post that I posted today with pictures from like Envision, I have that tag, the @ thing. This is when I sound old. like, what do we call this, or how do we talk about this? But I did it on Facebook, like, so that you can just go and click on it, and then you can access the permaculture pinup page. And I do like to encourage, like, if anyone likes permaculture pinup or wants to check it out, it's like they all have different looks. And what I mean by that is, like, I put in time on the Instagram to curate it and have it look a certain way when you look at the profile from afar, instead of just like being excited about one single post that pops up in your feed because you follow. It's like to zoom out and look at the way that it's all tiled, I guess. There's been thought and consideration in that, and I'm really, kind of proud of that work there. And then the Facebook page, has like a different look to it and different kinds of posts. And then the website obviously looks different, has different information as well, all related to the same project, but it's fun. It's playful. Permaculture pinup, is playful. So,
Duh. So obvious.
So obvious. So other reports, Peji Bahe, we have been talking about this last few Farm Talk Fridays. We're really excited. Finally, our little Peji Bahe, which is peach palm fruit, our orchard is, one of them is doing something, but we don't really know what it's doing exactly. We don't see any fruit yet, but it is doing a thing that like other palms do, where stuff comes out and it's forming, and it's, we have hope. We have hope. But no fruit to report yet. Otherwise, we would have also showcased it in this beautiful bowl that the lambs gave us. Isn't that nice?
Handmade by our friend Simon's dad.
Yeah, super nice. Okay, so that was the Peji Bahe report. Permaculture Party Club is being reimagined right now, so I'm really excited to talk about that later. And then plant and animal sightings. I just wanted to say that I found 2 plumeria trees this week. And so plumerias are, is there like a different word for them? Frangipani's, another word for them, but they have a lot of them in Hawaii, and they're often depicted, like people wear them and they just smell really great. And we have them all over the farm, but as I was moving around over by the cacao, as I was, hanging out with the cacao earlier this week, I noticed that there was like 2 trees that I didn't know existed over there, and they're 2 different colors, really pretty. That was very exciting for me.
And I would just like to say that little tiny howler monkeys are the cutest things in the world. We always have a family or 2 of howler monkeys going on this side and that side. They're going through those, well, I don't know what trees I'm looking at right now. Anyway, but they come on both sides of our house, and sometimes the mother is carrying the little guys, but sometimes the little baby monkeys are climbing and jumping on their own, and they're just the cutest,
They're
most,
so cute.
amazing things ever. So,
And they're
if you get a chance to have a bunch of monkeys climbing the trees around your house, you should do that. If you can't, come to Costa Rica.
Yeah. And I would say today was particularly beautiful. They were passing as the sun was kind of coming up, and they were silhouetted in a way, and like luminous on the outline. It was really, really pretty spectacular. And the other day I saw maybe the same family, and it was really cute, but all the little ones were jumping, and then I see a mom jump, and then this little one, I think the little one that we saw earlier, paused. It was like, and so the mom went back, like a good mom of any kind of being, and waited until the little one made the jump. And then the little one did not actually made it, but it didn't make it where the others were going. So I could see why it was hesitant, but the mom totally had it under control. So it was super cute. And last shout out for me is Rachel. Rachel and Simon came to visit in December, and hey Tomas. I was outside earlier this week doing some work, and my favorite thing is to like trim things. I say that a lot, but anyways, often I'm not really thinking like I need protective gear, and I'm not usually wearing glasses, and honestly, any pair of glasses will do. I just needed to have some sort of protection on because I had these like dry seeds like fall into my eyes, and I was just thinking like, oh, where was Rachel to tell me to, do you have your eye protection on? So anyways, now I will think of you, Rachel, when I'm going out to do anything, and I'll just bring whatever fun little glasses that I have because it's better than nothing because my eyes still hurt. So anyway.
All right.
That's it. That's the show today.
Thanks for tuning in. We're here pretty much every Friday whenever we can be, either on this page or on my page or on the Green Wave House page. We'll see you next week on Farm Talk Friday.